Right, so the first job is put these new struts in the car. I don't know if you'll be able to see this with the light, but we'll get it once it goes up in the ramps. You see that this strut is bust. There's a big hole in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to ramp it up. But first of all, you want to unlock your wheel nuts down here. Use breaker bar, 19mm socket, and get your wheel nuts off. Well, don't take them off, loosen them up, okay? So then once it's in the air, you'll be able to get it off then. So we're going to do that on both sides, and then we'll come back. That's that. And we're on the other side. Okay, let's get it up in the air. Have a look. Let's do this, look at the sweat. We've been at this 10 minutes. Woo! So, this is our problem. I don't know if you can see that. There's like holes in our struts right here. I think the MOT guy poked the holes in it, but I'm quite glad he did. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this from out of here and we're going to put it onto that over there, and then we're going to stick that back in here. Yeah? Jobs are good in. Right, let's start by taking the wheel off. No way, it wasn't recording. Okay, I just took the wheel off. I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. Fantastic. Right, so basically we've got the wheel off. Right, what you want to do is you want to soak these nuts. You got one there and one down the bottom here. Okay, we're going to soak these and we'll try and loosen them off. So just get them a good coat and then leave them to sit. And what we'll do is we'll go around the other side and take the other wheel off so you can see that. Okay. Right, so let's get these wheel nuts off. What we'll do is we'll leave this one on so it doesn't fall off. Right, when you're doing this last one, prop your foot against the bottom, push it against the top. It helps if you loosen the wheel nut. Don't think I have that one, which is great. Loosen these nuts. I did. Just a wee bit tight. Yeah, so, proper foot against there. Push it against the top. Lose your wheel nut. And then pop it off. Okay? Or roll it away and lay it down flat. Try and find your wheel nut. Put that in the pile next to the rest of them. Jobs are good in. Okay, so that's that complete. So we've got our wheels off. I don't know if you can see that. All that rust in there. Absolutely destroyed. Springs look good though, which is a bonus. Right, so what we'll do is we'll spray them nuts and bolts, get them all loosened up, and then we'll get them off. And I'll see you guys in a minute. It's a big tin, small hole. Oh, your bam pot. See the spider? Haha! Made me shit myself. Hello, Mr. Spider. Why are you in my brakes? Huh? Say hello to YouTube. Mr. Spider. Can you see him? Right. I think that guy stayed in there for a while. He's quite rusty. Maybe he's home. So another thing you need to do is take your brake pipe off. Just remember this. So we better record that. So in at the back here, Mr. Spider, you don't have to move. Like, okay. In there, there's a wee bracket here. Okay. We need to put some lube on this, and we need to take, there's a clip at the bottom here that'll pop out, and then you'll be able to get that brake pipe off. So we'll do that now. We'll spray some WD-40 on that. Make sure they're all loosened. Okay, I'll go on the other side and do the same. Loosen slightly. I'll bring you in so you can see what we're seeing here. What we're looking at is this thing here. This wee clip at the back. So we'll spray a wee bit more. Problem is I can't even see the clip, it's that corroded. I think this is it here. Where it starts, I've no idea. We'll just have to keep trying to work at it. What the hell? What kind of clip is this? I can't see any clip. I honestly can't see the clip start. I can't see the clip end. Look at the rust that's came off it. Right, clip. Talk to me. Tell me how you go in there and I will free you. Just tell me how I get you free. Uh-oh. I think I might have just broke it. Oh well. If in doubt, break it out, eh? Oh, guess what? So it's leftover pin. Can you see that? Absolutely fuck all. So now this will come free. Good job. Good job. Not. Okay, so what do you do if your pin's fucked? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right, next. Try and get these bolts off. Not rounded. Because I'm an idiot. God damn it. Make sure we get that in a good fit there. Which way's left? Right, to take it towards me. Oh god, this is not going to come off easy. Right, sure I have to go for it. There's my 19mm square. Okay, so that one doesn't want to move at all. And I mean, at all. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is tight. So what we're going to do is get a bigger breaker bar. Yes! You cannot beat me. No, you cannot. I will not be beaten. This is very tight. Tight like tiger. But that's one done. One to go. Okay. I need to try the top one, but I think we'll have to put an 18 on the top one. Because it's stripped. So we'll have to whack an 18 on. An 18 whacked on. Hopefully this does the trick. If not, I may have just made a big mistake. Holy fuck. It's tight. Full body weight. That's a lot of stonage. That's tight. I'm out of breath. Jeez Louise. That's ridiculous. It's not moving. Oh no, that's coming off. Jesus. Woo! What I can try is maybe get an impact wrench, but I don't even want to strip it anymore. I'll try it once. I'm sweating so bad. I don't know how to get this off. Hope the other side isn't as hard as this. Sheesh. I've got a wire brush, give me 2 minutes. So what I'm thinking is, on this side it's going to be stuck, right? We'll try to twist this, we'll just try to pull itself back through there. So we clean all this up, it should hopefully let it get back through a bit easier. That's my theory. Right. Get a good spray. So let that soak. Jesus. Ah, come on, leave that was hard. Right, here we go. Well, whatever went there just flung me halfway across the workshop. That was as much strength as I've got physically. Jesus. Oh, this is ridiculous. That's for one bolt. Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. You cannot beat me. No, you cannot beat me. So, John might have just tightened that back up. Like a fucking moron. Great. What a guy. That's exactly what you just did. Why would you do that?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I can't believe I just put that back on, man. What a fanny. Who does that? Me. So what? This is just gonna round, man. It's fucked. Need heat. Holy fuckeroonies, man. Oh, thank fuck. Holy shit, I thought I'd fucked this. No, saved it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm fucking sweating. Sorry for the sweating. Right. Oh, that was hard going, look. Right, done. One side. So, what we'll do now is, we have to go inside the car and loosen the strut off from the inside. Okay, and how we do that is remove the back seat, but we'll do that after we've done this on the other side. So I'm going to go and do that on the other side, and then I'll see you in the back of the car. Woo! You'll be pleased to know I got the clip off this one in one piece. Yeehaw! Brake cable at the road. Time to get the bolts out. Okay, so you're going to want to move your front seat forward. Make sure you've got enough room in the back here. And what we're going to do is, we'll get a light here, and you want to move these black plastic covers here and over the other side here. Just use a screwdriver to pop the covers off. Just pop one off, and that reveals the 12mm bolt. And just pop the other one off. Again, you get the 12mm bolt. Okay, now take your 12mm ratchet and remove the 12mm bolt on both sides. Apologies for the light, but it is in the back of the car. And that's the bottom part out. So then we just remove the bottom part of the seat and just place this safely somewhere out the road.
Okay, now you'll see you have 4 bolts that secure the back of the seat. You got 1, 2 in the middle, 1 each side. So you want to remove them with your ratchet. Again, it's the same 12mm ratchet, so you can get all this done in no time. Okay, now once you've removed those bolts, what you want to do next is you need to lift the seat up at either side and it'll unclip. So that's what I'm doing here, I'm lifting it up, it's just unclipped. And then take the armrest down to unlock it altogether. And now you can remove the seat. Now, the middle seat belt, you will need to unhook this. So if you pull it almost about halfway, and then you'll need to go around the other side and get the seat belt off. Just remove that seat belt and then get it ready to remove. And again, just take this out and stick it safely on the floor. That's it. Seats removed. Okay, now once the seats have been removed, you can gain access to the top of the strut top mounts, which are here and over the other side in exactly the same place. Now they're underneath the seat belt carriers, and in order to get to the ones underneath the seat belt, you'll need to use a 12mm spanner. So you're better using a ratchet spanner because it's very hard to get to, and you can use your normal ratchet, 12mm ratchet, for getting the other 2 out. Okay, so there's 3 on each side, so take those six bolts out, and then we'll be able to move on to the next part of removing the strut.
Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to take the struts off.
Okay, so in order to fully remove the struts, you're going to have to fully remove the bolts that we just loosened earlier on. In order to do that, you want to screw the nut off and then use a hammer and a punch to punch out the bolt, like you see here. The bottom one can be a bit trickier, but if you keep persevering, you'll get it.
Oh, you fucking dancer. Do not ever give up.
So what you do is you take the 2 bolts out, and then you basically pry the bottom half of the strut off from the hub, and then you can, as long as you got a hold of it, you'll be able to it'll just drop out.
It's only took us about 2 and a bit hours. Sweat, blood, there'll be blood somewhere underneath all this oil. Oh, in there, brand new, boom, just like so. Alright, so what we need to do now is take that spring from the top, put it onto this one.
So once you separate it from the hub, it'll drop out. You just remove it from the car, and then I'll show you how to remove the spring and transfer all your parts to the new one. The first step in the process is to apply your spring compressors to the spring, and what that does is relieve the tension of the spring, so that when you release the top nut, everything doesn't go and go flying across the workshop and take your fingers off and all that kind of nasty stuff. Okay, so you have to be careful with these. Make sure that when you're tightening them up, you try and be as even as possible. So if you do 4 turns on this side, 4 turns on the other side, 4 turns on this side, so on and so forth, until you've got it enough that it's basically not spinning, but there's enough give in it, and you're not taking too much strain on the spring compressors. Okay, now once you've got your spring compressors compressed, you want to get a pair of mole grips and lift up your dust shield, the plastic dust shield, and apply the mole grips to the shaft. Because you're not using this strut again, it doesn't matter if you do it low, because you could possibly burst the seal. Okay, but it's an old strut, so it won't matter. So we take that off with the impact gun, put the impact gun on the top whilst holding the mole grips, and then just spin it off. Okay, then the top will fall off. You basically take your spring out, there'll be a rubber stopper, take the rubber stopper out, but make sure to try and keep that the same orientation, so the same way up that it came off, so lay it on the ground that way, and then just apply that straight back onto the new strut. Before you put the new spring in, there's a rubber seat for it on the bottom. You want to detach that and transfer that over to your new strut. You can get new ones, but the old ones will be fine. And basically you push all your wee rubber pegs through, and then you pull them from the bottom, they'll snap tight, and that'll be them stuck fast there. Once you've got your rubber seat on, you want to then apply the spring in. Now there should be a part where it's quite obvious that the first part of the spring starts. You want to seat the spring in there, and then on the top it will say 4-wheel drive out. This is the part that points out towards the wheel. So where your two bolts attach, that's where you want to point the 4-wheel out towards the same way it attaches to the hub. And then what you're going to do is, unless you have the special tool to tighten the top, you're going to have to use mole grips again, but this time you're going to have to disconnect the dust shield from the top, slip it down, and try and apply the mole grips as high up on the strut as possible, so that if you do make a little indentation, it won't burst the seal on your strut. And it's as simple as that. Okay, and then once you've done that, you just want to hold it tight and then apply the impact gun to give it a good secure tightness. Once the top is secured on, you'll be able to remove your spring compressors, and that will be your new strut completely assembled and ready to go. And then what you need to do now is put the two struts back in the car. Hey presto. Let's get that done. Okay, so before you install the strut back into the car, make sure to reinstall your dust protector. The plastic thing, you just push it up, line up the holes, push it straight up, and then twist it either to the right or left, whichever way it's going to go on for you. And that's it.
Foot pound for the insides 14.5, for the big nut in the middle of the strut 41, and for the two bolts on the bottom it is £162 per foot. Okay, so let's go and get started.
Okay, so once you've got your strut fully assembled, you want to then stick it back up into the car, making sure that the 4-wheel drive out is pointing, well, it should be pointing towards your hub bolts. So if everything's lined up properly, you just stick it into the 3 holes, attach a few nuts at the top so that it's not going to fall back out. Just put them like a couple of threads on at the top so you've still got play. Okay, so now comes the fiddly bit, and what you need to do is basically the way you pried it off, you're going to have to do the reverse. So what I found easier was to put the bottom bolt in, slide it so you can line the bottom bolt up, slide the bottom bolt in, and then if you push the brake disc towards the car, the second one will line up as well. Now the first one was easier to do myself, so it really isn't that hard, but I'd advise a second pair of hands doing this bit, because I did have to fiddle about for ages with the first one, but just because, like I say, I didn't have that other pair of hands to look at the hole and just push the bolt through when it was ready. Apart from that, easy. Okay, so as you can see, the light was dimming and the picture isn't great under the wheel arch for this part, but I've tried to do the best I can here. You just need to put the bolts back in, tighten them up, give them a good breaker bar if you don't have a torque, just make sure that you get them real tight, and that's it. You just move on to tightening up the top bits. The 6 bolts inside. I did need a second pair of hands for the other side, because I'd already done one side. You were pushing against that side to try and level up, so I just didn't have the strength to push and put the bolt in at the same time, so I had to get a second pair of hands for that. But it was honestly like 2 seconds as soon as I got a second pair of hands. I pushed it forward, he slid the bolt in, done.
If you have this job to do, go to a garage. It'll take me, I think we're on 7 hours now. 7 hours of hell and torture. So make sure you want to do it, because once you've started, there's no turning back. Right, so we're back the day after the night before. We got it all finished, but didn't get the back seats back in. So I'm just going to quickly show you what I did yesterday.
Right, so you can see the new shockies in place. Very nice. Okay, now once I get it up, I'm going to show you what I did with the brake hose.
If we just go around this side,
Show you this side as well. Right, brand new, all done, done and dusted. Today's job is get this back seat back in, put that bit back in, bolt it all back up, job's a good one. So the first bit you need to do is make sure, so you take that middle seat belt and you just loop it round under the seat so it can get to the middle. Just like that. And you pull it in. Okay. Just like that. Right, now what you want to do is make sure that this headrest's down. Okay. Just make sure that's down. And then we're going to hook in there. You see there's a clip and then there's a hook. That's that hooked. Now you just pop your headrest back. Make sure it's tight. Pop that in. That locks it in place. Your seat belts are all there. Get that side one in. That's just because I've had that car seat in there, it's a bit stiff. That's it. Okay, so now what we do is put our 4 bolts back in. Put your 4 bolts, the one there, one just here under the seat belt, right there, one another one here, just right there. And the last one here. And this seat doesn't feel like it's properly clipped in on this left side. So what we'll do is just double check this. That's it. Must be like a clip at the bottom there. So what we'll do is we'll start putting our bolts in. One, bolt 2 beside the jelly baby, bolt 3 and bolt 4. All done, dusted. Right, let's go into the chair, the bottom chair. Right, so there are hooks on the back here. You need to, there's one as far as I can see. I'll just show you what I can see. So where did I put my torch? Right, it's there. Can't see that. Right, so you've got that clip there. Yeah, I'll just put it up there and point it. This clip here hooks onto this here. Slip that under there. What to do is remember and pull your seat belts out, otherwise you'll be stuck under the seat. So one up there, one up there. It's just 2 in that gap. Nice and neat. Then you just need to slide it back as far as you can. As far as I know, that will just hook on. Right, that's it, hooked. So grab it for the middle, push it right in the middle, tilt it as high as you can, and then push it down, and you should be able to not be able to pull it off. And your bolts will line up pretty much perfectly. So, sweating again. No like me. Let's just have a look at the back seats. There we go. One fully installed back seat. Booyah! Right, let's get this bad boy back up in the ramp. So that's what bits are doing on the safeties. Even if your cable snaps, you ain't getting squished. So we've got the new strut in the back there. I'll leave up the top there, nice and seated. Yep, all good. Right, so quickly, well I've got it up my brake. You'll see that. I don't know if I just put that light in there. I basically tie clipped it. Right. So that's what you can do, is tie clip it. If you break it, which both sides, I put that one in, but I just tie clipped it in place. The little clip's there, but it wasn't going to stay in, so tie clipped it all in. Brake hose isn't going anywhere. Sturdy. I rebelled the front there. The plastic's come off. I need to put that back on. Looks like a new. Here's my new wishbone there. Brand new. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread the tie clip up and through this motor. What a fix. See that? Ingenious. And look at the new wishbone that was installed in the anti-roll bar. Oh my god, look at the state of that brake disc cover. Totally fucked. And then this was the new bush back here that I needed. But these two bolts here, because it had been changed late, these were not attached to the wishbone anymore and they couldn't be re-tapped because it's alloy. I think that was the reason. But yeah, all looks good. Nice brand new. As you can see, this one's not so great. And that strut there is going to need replaced probably within the next year or two. Same with that one. But as you can see, they're nowhere near as bad as what the back ones were. Okay, so let's have a quick look at this plasticing over here. Aye, we could tie clip this one up as well. So that's what we'll do, we'll tie clip them both up. So they're nice and tidy. We've got the big ones, so little tip, little hint, trick, whatever you want to call it. Take two, put the small end through that way. Now you've got a bigger one. You just put these two together. Tip, top tip. Oh look, this is why it's fell down, because there was tie clips in it, somebody ripped them out and didn't replace them. Monkeys. Ass monkeys. Right, done. So as you can see, nice and secure, all done, dusted. Right, let's get her back down.
This rules.
Now remember, if you've just done this job, go and get your wheels aligned, because it's 4-wheel drive, so you need 4 wheels aligned, and you might put them out. So there's a Scooby.
Right, this is done. We're away home. Thank God. Good time. Okay, so this is a really bad idea. Try to adjust your seat while you're driving. I need it. Oh, up, 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 up. So, what did you think of that Subaru? Nice, eh? Very nice. Oh, I think I hear knocking noises. Hold this in my car. Oh, I love the boxer engine. Let's go. Hearing a few noises. Not sure what they are. Think of is I should have tightened the bolts again once I put it on the ground, because it's pushing the strut up into the housing, so there's a good chance that if there wasn't any slack while it was hanging in the air, there could be a tiny little bit of slack. Now it's not going to be like dangerous, but what I need to do is pop my seat back off while it's on the ground and just nip them up with a 12 or a 13mm spanner. I think it was 12. Or it could be my tools in the back. I've got a whole box of tools in the back, so they could be clinking. So I'll need to take them out and then take it for a drive. Go out there a minute. I'll be taking it for its MOT again tomorrow, hopefully. Once I check out these headlights, I need to find out what... They said there's a problem with the adjuster. We'll soon find out. I'll go back and I'll ask them, what did you mean about the headlights? How can we fix it? Blah blah blah. Take it from there. It feels quite stiff on the back, like real stiff. I don't know if that's just because like the shock absorbers need a bit to like bed in, or the springs. Like, I don't know. It just feels real stiff, mate. Real stiff. It's definitely stiffer on the back. Holy fuck. And bouncing. I definitely think it just needs a chance to bed in. And once it's bedded in, it should be fine. Right, that's me back home. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. What's the next one? I think. Well, I've got a few plans. So hopefully, if something comes through, we could be fitting maybe some induction kit, exhaust, or some new tyres. Hopefully all three. But until then, ciao for now.